What's up, everyone? I'm here on the primetime stage with Imagine Dragons and Riot's Christian Link to talk about their collaboration on a Riot Games remix of I Bet My Life. What's going on, gentlemen?
How you doing?
Hello.
Hey, Christian, how's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. I mean, excited to be here.
Very good. So, before we get into this, guy, obviously, where'd the collaboration come from again? You know, what made you guys step back into the room together?
Well, it actually started when we were in Korea. I talked to Rob, who is Dan's brother. Talked about how much of a rascal Dan was when he was younger.
Still am.
So the whole story of the song kind of, we already had a lot of context for it and talked about it a lot. So eventually we just kind of talked and were asked, hey, do you want to do a remix for that song? Which for us was awesome because we had a personal connection. So yeah.
How did that move from Warriors to this song, the remix of I Bet My Life?
Well, when we started working with Christian, we, immediately his work, spoke for itself. He's amazing, and he clearly brings a unique flair of his own to the project. I need $500 later, please. But when we were looking at remixes, the idea of Christian doing one was really intriguing, and he knocked it out of the park. We love it.
Yeah. I think that not to interject, but to interject. I think when we worked with Christian the first time, we were really blown away at not only just the kind of the orchestration that he had put throughout Warriors and kind of his production skills, but also how unique it was. And with I Bet My Life, we didn't want just a typical remix, we wanted
hot.
somebody. Yeah, that's the new thing. That's the fresh cut. But no, we wanted somebody who we knew would kind of really bring in their artistry and do a unique take at it. And so Christian was the guy for that.
It sounds pretty intricate. Christian, starting out, what was the process like?
I mean, I worked with Sebastian, one of the composers on it, and Dan, another guy from the music team. And basically, I mean, we really kind of just did what the lyrics asked for, I think, with like an orchestral approach. And really just try to support what Dan is singing about, and also kind of thinking about what can we do that picks up a different flavor that comes from us as a music team, and kind of just went from there and then just let it flow.
Not to be biased, but it honestly is it really is my favorite remix. And that's not me just saying that. I called our manager right after I heard what they had done and was just blown away. It was my favorite remix because it just was something new and different and not your typical remix, and kind of gave the song its own different flavor.
It's really cool to let the strings kind of rhythmically drive the song. It's something that isn't done that much in remixes. Yeah. I thought it worked really well.
Awesome. What surprised you the most about working with the songwriting process with Riot?
Well, I think that we had already seen what Riot had to offer with Christian and all his team when we worked with Warriors, and we were blown away at how smoothly that process worked. It's really difficult sometimes as artists to work with someone else because you get two people who really have strong opinions, and it's hard to really make that mesh. But it was really seamless the first time we worked with Riot and Christian, and so we wanted to give that another go with a remix of I Bet My Life, and we wanted somebody who we knew would bring something very unique to the table and really had a clear vision of something other than just a four on the floor house remix, that you can hear typically all over, and they really did that and blew us away with it.
That's awesome. What made you guys choose I Bet My Life for this?
Well, I think first and foremost, me and Christian had actually exchanged some emails, and he had talked just from a real place about how the song had resonated with him, which, was very early on. The song really hadn't gone out to many people, and so that really, to me, it meant a lot to me because you never know when you create a song if other people are going to really understand what's behind it and feel that. And so immediately we kind of had that connection over I Bet My Life, and they really took that feeling and really put it into the song. It's so many remixes can be lifeless, and theirs is anything but that.
Yeah, I think especially as artists, I think it has to come from inspiration. And I think when we heard the song, we talked about the story behind it. It just was really interesting to work on and to kind of spend some time on and see what we can do with it. Starts very simple.
Yeah, I think what it came down to is that Christian wasn't afraid to take a risk, and he tried something outside the box, and it totally worked.
Already, this sounds amazing. Give us the details of when the new album is coming out.
It's coming out February 17th. We are very excited about it.
It's called Smoke and Mirrors, and we wrote it 2 years, while we were on the road touring Night Visions. So a lot of hotels all over the world.
Did any of those hotels have any inspirations on the song?
Definitely. I will say there were many times at 2 a.m. where somebody was pounding on my wall because I was singing at like 2 in the morning in Brazil. Oh, was it? Yeah.
Every time.
All right, guys, thank you very much for stopping by Primetime League Set. I think we should go get a few league games in.
I agree.
Let's
Let's go.
Definitely.
We'll see you next time on PTL.